one of the services that you do offer, dating app review pictures. You kind of mentioned it before. We're going to try something here. We had a couple people submit their profiles,
Sweet.
and I'm going to share my screen, and we can do like a Sabrina 15-second overview. Let's see if you can see.
Perfect. Put
Can
me
you
in the
see what
game,
we got
coach.
here?
Yes.
All right. So we
Okay.
have our first profile here, and I'll read a message about one of the frustrations that she was having.
Okay.
I felt that my age, 46, may be one of the reasons I don't get dates. Men seem to want to date younger women. This is hard because I'm 46. Most people don't think I look my age, but in dating apps, men just kind of skip over me because maybe there's a filter. Maybe they think I'm too old for them. So I guess some thoughts on that, and maybe I'll do a quick rundown of the pictures and the prompts and see if there's anything you can tell me when to
Yeah.
pause
So
here.
the reality is there's a couple of things. I hear men do this all the time. Girls just want a younger guy. And it's like, we cannot change the fact that you're 46. I cannot change that. Stop trying to start things inauthentically. If you're not getting matches because you're 46, then that's the fucking reality of it. Just don't put, oh, well, I'm 36. Oh, just kidding. I'm actually 46. That's being disingenuous. So I'm glad that she's being honest. I understand it fucking sucks. But that doesn't mean that there's no one for you. That just means maybe specifically Bumble might not be the place. Off the bat with the photos, she's beautiful. I see too many selfies. It's all too many. So there's actually been a study that shows when you take photos, when the crown matches the chin, so straight on shows confidence, up at angles shows insecurity. There's been a ton of studies on this. And so that's why, like, when my partner, when we matched, the photo of him was straight on, him smiling. And I was like, instantly gravitated. Notice how all of hers are angles. So it's showing that there's something that we're not being honest about. Whether that's, and then the one full body, you're at an angle. So I actually don't even know what your body looks like. And I can't even really see who you are. So my suggestion here would be diversify the photos. 3 selfies, too many. Show me one with you and your girlfriends out to brunch, having a great time. Show me something of you doing an activity, not in the middle of the street making a move. That's cute if you want to have that as like a nice to have photo. But if this is all that we're dealing with, then they're kind of looking, being like, next. You have to remember how many people. So show the best parts of yourself. If you only have headshots, show a full body because you can't hide that. I don't want to hear, well, but I'm not comfortable in my skin. Well, then we shouldn't be on the apps now, are we? We have to show up authentically as ourselves. Otherwise, it's never going to work.
I wonder that. Do you recommend people always show a full body picture?
Personally, yes. Because I hear it so often. And then because what happens is the women that don't, they go on the date and then they're like, but he was great until I showed up. And then and it's like, well, yeah, because you weren't authentic. If somebody is not into somebody who's like, let's say for me, if somebody wasn't into like taller, thin girls and they wanted somebody that's a little thicker, which there are plenty of people that do. If I didn't show that and I showed up, the guy's like, oh, okay, well, but that's not what I'm interested in. I didn't know this. We can't get upset with people because then they see who you are and all of a sudden that they have an opinion on it. You know, like, yeah, that might be shallow to you, but to them, it might not be. To them, it might be, I'm not attracted to you. I don't know what else you want from me. Show who you are, step with confidence. I mean, even like even her prompts, my current obsession is plants. Okay, what is that? That doesn't give me anything. Cool. I have plants too. Can you go abbreviate? Can you elaborate? I mean,
What would be a good example of a better answer to the prompts? I know the prompts can be tricky.
The prompts can be tricky. So I'll give you what I had used on mine just for personal. My first one was, you should go out with me if, and it was very deep. It was like, you're growth minded and driven by growth or whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember. It's been a year now. I'm not interested in a casual fling or anything. Like, I'm not interested in anything casual. I'm not saying we have to get married tomorrow, but I definitely want a mutual fuck yes, and more intentional with the way that I date. That was to show meat and potatoes. Then I had a sign of a great first date. It actually happens. Effort equals interest. I'm new from New York. Go easy on me. Can't tell you how many people were like, all right, let's make it happen, because I was coming up with, let's do it. I don't want to be a pen pal. Then I had my, one thing you should know about me is I eat dinner to get to dessert, and snacks are a must. What's in the cabinet to make sure we're on the same page. So I allowed men to be like, oh my God, okay, talk to me. Have you been to this dessert place? Okay, have you tried this snack? I gave things for people to have a conversation with. Not my current obsession is plants. Cool. How many do you have? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, what kind do you have? I don't fucking care. If you don't know plants, you're not going to do anything about it.
And I imagine those are the profiles that you were more attracted to, were ones with more detailed, more specific, more let you hit the ball back, not, hey, I like going to the gym, I like
Right.
fishing.
Exactly. Because when it's so basic and simple and like minimalist, then I kind of go, oh, do I only like this person because they're attractive? Well, then there's not enough for me to go out with them because there's no depth here.
Yeah. In some ways, I think you can even get an idea of like, I can get a read on somebody. Is this the effort that they're going to put in? You see a
Exactly.
picture, even if they're not attractive, if the picture is all blurry, you're like, you thought that was the best first picture to put up of you? Like, what do you
Yeah.
think about yourself? Like, all these things are kind of like these indicators that we're going to, like you said, very quickly make a decision. So, put your best foot forward. All right. That was
This
very
is what I mean
helpful
by
there.
being, of course, this is what I mean by being a better buyer. We have to be better buyers because if I go on a profile, I used to see those guys not on here very often. I'm like, so then you're not intentional. You're not genuinely intentional about dating. This is a pastime for you so you could get followers. Next.
All right, let's do one more before we go.
Cool.
Dating app number 2. Looks like this is a different app. I'll
It's
scroll
Hinge.
through
And
quick.
so again, 2 photos, can't see your face. Perfect. We have also Bumble. Kind of same thing. How does that main thing, same thing here. She's beautiful, can barely see her face. I can see she's got a banging body, but I can't see her face. So I'm seeing a lack of confidence. We have the hat with the glasses. We've got you putting your phone over your face. I'm starting to know, okay, there's a bit of an insecurity here. Same with, okay, here. Okay, cute. We have the dog photo. Love that. Same thing here. Okay, I can't really see. Oh, jump roping doesn't do anything. Horseback riding. Okay. Again, it's so like even here, green flags, confidence, not cocky, fun, easygoing, getting to the point. What do you want? How do you want to? Hey, I'm fun and I'm not cocky. So everybody's so focused on you should go. Like even her first thing was, going out. If you have humor and you have this, do you really think people are that self-aware to be like, I'm a confident man with humor? No, it's like,
Hmm.
nothing here. So here, not be straightforward, communicate, show confidence and humor. I don't know anything about this woman. I only know that she's dated people that have wasted her time because everything she's so focused on is be this, be this, be this. You're not telling me everything about you. What you're telling me is I've been hurt a lot. I've gotten a lot of bullshit. I'm not willing to put up with it. Here are my boundaries. Okay, but I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you do see that a lot. So use this space to talk about yourself. And
Yeah.
the other thing I see a lot is a lot of no cheaters. Like you could just
Yeah,
feel the negativity. Like you've been burned. Do I want to walk into
exactly.
a situation like this? So you don't have to be like the most positive person. You can be sarcastic. You can be witty.
Yeah,
But right, I guess it's interesting to hear it from a woman's point of view. Looking at another profile and seeing where it can be
totally.
improved.
Because like I see it here. It's even like I love, about me, outgoing, friendly, educated, easygoing, all of this, and I'm like, you are just using a bunch of words. This is a dictionary. You just went on and got a bunch of synonyms to describe something. How about I like looking for a long-term relationship, no kids, never been married. Fine with that. That's okay. You could put that at the bottom. I'm okay with what you're actually looking for. Kind, positive, and a cheerful personality. Again, all you're giving me are synonyms over and over. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. How about I love physical fitness is huge for me. I'm big on the outdoors. I love to cook. I love to go on a hike club. Things like that. Give me what the fuck is about you? Who are you? Not just that you're kind and you're compassionate. So you're a golden retriever? You know what I mean? It's like, again, there's no depth. Everything is
Mhm.
shallow. And if you want a partnership of depth, then you've got to put yourself out there. That's why I did. And what did I get? One of the most incredible partners I've ever had who's incredibly deep because I didn't bullshit. I put it on my profile and I asked those questions on the first date. I got in there because I wanted to gauge, does this person have the bandwidth? And he did.
Wow. This is and again, like this is something I think a lot of people are doing this for the first time. This takes a
Totally.
little work. This takes a little time. You do
Absolutely.
probably want to show it to a girlfriend, a guy friend, a
Yeah,
coach because we're not used to writing about ourselves in this context.
totally. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I know that a lot of this comes from inexperience, but that's where we come in. If that's where sometimes I'm so harsh and direct because I'm like, I don't need to sugarcoat this. I don't need to tell you, oh my God, you're doing such a good job, sweetie. It's like, no, here's what you need to fix. Go fucking do it and go be happy. You deserve love. You deserve the partner that's right for you. Let us help you get there, but we got to drop ego and defensiveness. Like if your friends are, if you show a bunch of your guy friends and they're giving you feedback, don't do the, well, it's been working for me. It's fine. It's like, it's okay to admit, okay, yeah, you're right. I think I need to upgrade and have your friends take photos of you. Trust me when I say, especially single guys, if you tell your girlfriends, hey, I'm trying to get back out there to date, can you help me get photos? You've got a new paparazzi that's going to now be taking photos of you. Go out to brunch with your friend and say, hey, can you grab a couple of candid shots of me just smiling, having a good time? I need it for my profile.
That's good. And one thing I'll say, as a divorced person, a co-parent, our time is scarcer than ever. So I appreciate that, like, you're gonna give you the critical feedback, because you don't want people wasting time. We don't have time to go on shitty dates, 3 times a week anymore. We want to make it count. So I appreciate that you're coming at it from that angle. You want to get your clients to the end result that they're looking for.
Time is the only finite resource we have, and we have to treat it as such, because I'm not going to get these years back. You're not going to get this time with your kids back, all of those things. And if we spend, 4 months talking to somebody online and getting enamored, you're taking away your energy from your child. You're taking the energy away from yourself. You're taking the energy away from meeting that person. So if you're, especially as a single parent, I see people all the time write in, the guy I met, we've been dating for a month. He met my kids. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Stop subjugating your children to your hot mess of a dating life. Step up and be there for your children as well as yourself, because you have to not only be there for you, but you also have to be there for your kids. If you are post-divorce or dating with children, as a child of divorce who I had one parent that was and one parent that wasn't, it leaves a mark on them. Trust me, I can say that.
Sabrina, this was fantastic. Let people know where they can find you, where they can listen to you, and how they can work with you.
Thanks, Rob. So Sabrina.Zohar on TikTok and Instagram, or Do the Work Podcast on Insta, Do the Work Podcast on Spotify, Apple, all the fun stuff. And yeah, if you want to work with me, it's the same link in every bio. You can either book one-on-one, ask a question, or just get some free resources. So it's all in there.
Sabrina, thank you so much for being on today.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it.